It's so nice to de-stress.
Said he would wait for us at the 5 Cosm Plaza today. Let's go find him there!
Next on the agenda.
Make sure you get in line early to buy your special edition drinks!
Ah, you're here. It appears everyone has arrived. Last night, I visited a former servant who once worked for my family. I was able to learn the entirety of what happened all those years ago. In my great-grandfather's generation, the Ishin art was tasked with forging an important Goshinto according to an ancient forging diagram. Though all the craftsmen involved were very experienced, the process was still unsuccessful. When the deadline came, the blade still wasn't finished. The Kaedahara clan and Yashiro Commission, however, they met fierce resistance from the craftsmen, and in the end they were unable to prevent them from escaping by sea. The Kaedahara clan was severely punished for the swordsmiths that had escaped, and the family gradually fell into decline. Moreover, I heard that the head of the Kamisato clan was injured by the fleeing swordsmiths, which combined with his advanced age caused him to pass away shortly thereafter.
Yes. The sudden passing of the family head left the Kamisato clan leaderless. This single incident had profound effects. Even after the position as head of the clan was passed to my... But, thanks to my brother, everything is getting better now.
The failure to forge the blade was ultimately attributed to a lack of required skill and finesse. The Kaedahara clan and the Yashiro Commission always believed that was the case. However, the story of the 5 Kasen seems to imply that the failure... Miss Kamisato, I heard yesterday that the Yashiro Commission has still kept the diagram. Might I ask you to do me a favor?
Yes, I understand. I will go back and search for the diagram. Please come meet me at the Kamisato estate later.
Healthy body.
Everyone, I've managed to find the old diagram.
Though the diagram is well preserved, you can still tell that it's seen at least 3 or 4 centuries of history.
Whoa, that's pretty old. Is it still possible to find any evidence of tampering?
At this point, we can only try our luck and see how we fare.
Although the effect is not too obvious, you can still see that some words have now started to smudge. Kazuha, this is clear evidence that this chart was indeed tampered with. Someone
I see. But I fear that I've discovered this secret too late. When my grandfather was young, he proposed reviving the Ishin art yesterday. The former family servant said that my great-grandfather even went to the Yashiro Commission to request that diagram from the head of the Kamisato clan. He then showed that diagram to my grandfather and asked him and his subordinates to try to forge the sword. Sure enough, my grandfather also failed. My great-grandfather then told him, "If you can't find the secret within, then the Ishin art deserves to fade from the world." My grandfather left Inazuma in a rage after hearing those words. He didn't ever see my great... Looking back at it now, the argument between the two of them was simply...
Oh, Kazuha.
I heard that your great-grandfather was very industrious when he was young. But later in life...
Kazuha, did your great-grandfather really say, "If you can't find the secret within"? Did he use those exact words?
Yes. The servant said that he personally heard those words, and still remembers my grandfather was so angry at the time that he smashed my great-grandfather's cherished bonsai tree.
Yes, it appears that you understand my meaning. Kazuha, if your great-grandfather thought that the Ishin art lacked finesse, then after witnessing his son's failure, wouldn't he have said something more along the lines of, "Your skills aren't sufficient"? But instead he said, "If you can't find the secret within..." Don't you find...
Huh? Oh. So you're saying my great-grandfather may have very well known that the failure was due to someone's tampering?
Yes. The current evidence suggests that is highly likely.
I apologize, but would you all please accompany me to the Tenryou Commission? After I became a wanted criminal, the Tenryou Commission seized my family's last... I want to inquire about the whereabouts of those belongings. If I can find them, we might be able to...
All right, let's get moving.
We're way behind schedule.
What are you all doing here? Did something happen on Rito?
Kujo Sara. Perhaps you still remember me.
Yes, I do. You're Kaedehara Kazuha, a wanted criminal during the Vision Hunt decree. However...
Sara, we'd like to ask about the Kaedehara clan's property that was seized by the Tenryou Commission. Do you know where all their belongings are now?
Yes, the items seized at that time are currently stored in the warehouse next to the police station. Since Kaedehara has come back to Inazuma...
No, I'm afraid you misunderstand. I'm not here to reclaim those belongings. I just want to investigate them for...
I see. All right, I'll inform the police.
Thank you, Sara!
Kaedehara, about the Vision Hunt decree.
That's all in the past now, Kujo Sara. There's no need to mention it again. I know you've also had your own convictions and struggles. However, may I ask something of you?
Yes? What is it?
Currently, I have no plans to stay in Inazuma. As a result, those items from my family's estate... Madam Kujo, I believe you are a person of integrity. After our investigation is over, I'd like to ask if you can handle those belongings for me. Please, sell them, and use the money to help the poor.
All right, I understand. I'll be sure to take care of it.
Ah, you must be here to investigate the Kaedehara clan's belongings. Well, Madame Kujo's already informed me of the situation. Ah, the Kaedehara clan's belongings are stored in this warehouse. Unfortunately, however, I have clearly marked the corresponding items, so they should... I'll be waiting for you at the door. Please, come see me if you require any assistance.
Kazuha, since the items are scattered throughout the building, I propose we split up and look for clues.
Yes, sounds like a plan. Thanks for your help,
There must be some around. Do you see all these pots here? Some of them are—
Hey! Everyone else is trying hard.
I merely jest, of course. Come on, we're close to uncovering the truth now. Why do you look so worried?
Well, Paimon doesn't really get why Kazuha told Sara to sell all these belongings. What if we don't end up finding anything today? Then wouldn't Kazuha lose the chance of finding—
I know you are worried about since Kazuha made such a request to No, not intuition. Leave the things here to me. You two—
What did you find, Shinjo?
I found quite the pile of old books. These books here are all related to smelting steel, and these are about the process of forging blades. This—
The books about plants and flowers must have—
I skimmed through them just now, but I didn't find anything particular.
Oh, it's you. Unfortunately...
Whoa! This folding screen looks pretty old, though.
Yes. Perhaps if it were better maintained. I was taking a closer look just now and noticed the soil is deeply embedded into the cloth. That means because this is not what we're looking... Let me think.
Albedo seems to be thinking pretty hard.
Oh, it's you. I'm currently investigating the sword rack.
Oh, since the Kaedehara clan was a family of—
I'm afraid not. Although the blade on the sword hasn't been sharpened.
Let Paimon see! Oh, there seems to be a couple— Paimon can imagine what Kazuha—
I will continue investigating here and call you if I find—
everyone. I've found something that you should all have a look at. This flower pot was in my house for a long time. I heard that it was left behind.
Yeah, the plants seem to have been dead for a while now.
Well, after my great-grandfather stopped studying the forging arts, he picked up the hobby of keeping bonsai plants. But he specifically left behind this dead plant at the time, and even instructed my grandfather not to throw it away. My grandfather deeply regretted that he never managed to reconcile with my great-grandfather, so he left the plant exact. But now that I think about it...
Now that you mention it, then—
Yes.
We finally found something! Do you think someone already discovered the compartment?
No, I do not think that is the case here. See the paper? It's quite yellowed, which means it's...
You mean to say that these sheets have been written with special ink?
Yes, I agree with this hypothesis.
Okay,
There is a pond outside the police station. I'll use the...
Well, how did it go? Those weren't just plain...
Just as everyone guessed, after I sprinkled some water onto the paper, writing did indeed begin.
Oh? What does the letter say?
It is. I'll tell you what my great... Everyone, please follow me.
Kaedehara, why did you lead us to this beach?
It is. In fact, my great-grandfather and our hypothesis was correct. My great-grandfather was well aware of the truth. It reads, "To whoever reads this letter, I, Kaedehara Yoshinori, all those years ago, when I was pursuing the swordsmiths alongside Commissioner Kamisato of the Yashiro Commission, I was not injured by one of the fleeing smiths. Rather,
it was night, and after the clues led us down to shore, I waited for the culprits to show themselves. However, there were no swordsmiths in sight, only a single eccentric stranger. This stranger claimed to be the one behind the failed forgings, and said that he had been patiently waiting for us. He then threatened to destroy the Raiden Gokaden. That person was of able body, and in a blink of an eye, myself and the accompanying samurai had been defeated. Commissioner Kamisato was severely wounded, and I barely escaped death myself. My hat had fortunately blunted a blow to my head. The unusual stranger could have easily claimed my life at that moment. But, after noticing my appearance, he stopped his attacks and sternly asked if I had any connection. I answered that it was my father's surname, and after my father disappeared, I was adopted by... Upon hearing my answer, the stranger paused. After a long silence, he suddenly said, "Tell her this. My name is Kuni Kuzushi." He then turned and left.
Wow. So that's what really happened.
yes. My great-grandfather and the head of the Kamisato clan escaped from death and learned that the forging... However, due to the encounter, the head of the Kamisato clan was worried that my because the perpetrator said he would destroy the Raiden Gokaden. My great-grandfather worried that the perpetrator would still return for vengeance. So, to protect his loved ones, he closed the family business. He said, "As the leader of the Kaedehara clan, I am deeply ashamed to witness the decline." Yes, that's right. If my grandpa had somehow discovered the secret behind... Unfortunately, he failed to catch any of the hints in my great-grandfather. Miss Kamisato, it appears you were unaware of the happenings that my great-grandfather described here.
I suppose the reason the head of the Kamisato house never... If the perpetrator was capable of tampering with even the Shogun's diagrams, and could single-handedly defeat men... I will discuss this matter with Brother shortly, and investigate the identity behind the one called Kunikuzushi. Rest assured, we will act...
To be honest, as I read the letter, I felt much turbulence in my heart. My great-grandfather said in the letter that he did not wish his descendants to though he was in a tight situation when he wrote these words, I feel like they are... I think what's most important for each person is not the past, but the present. Therefore, knowing the truth behind what happened is enough for me. That being said, if the enemy from all those years ago is still lurking and plotting to stir up more trouble, then I definitely won't turn a blind eye. These are simply insights I've gathered from all that I've experienced. Thank you all for accompanying me in my search.
Great! Now that we're done here... Today is the final stage of the Iridori Festival.
Hello, traveler. Paimon?
Albedo, why is the portrait of Kuranushi all covered up? Paimon wants to see what your Kuranushi portrait looks like.
Don't worry. The unveiling ceremony will be starting shortly. You'll see what it looks like then. I will say that I'm most satisfied with this particular work. I even made a special trip to see someone. Is that so? Anyway, there is still time before the ceremony. You may have a look around the venue first.
We're way behind schedule.
Ah, greetings, traveler. Paimon.
Oh, Ayato! We finally get to see the busiest person of all.
Yes, there were many things which required my attention these past few days. Fortunately, the Iridori Festival is proceeding smoothly. The Tri-Commission cooperated closely to prepare this festival, so it long...
Brother and I are very grateful for your help.
Thomas sure is taking his sweet time.
Yes. Today is one of the rare occasions when Brother isn't busy. I was going to buy some books, but he said he wanted to come along. His treat. However, he forgot his...
Paimon didn't think Ayato could ever be forgetful like that.
Brother always works diligently, and it's rare for him to ever put his duties to the side and relax. So, Toma and I really cherish such moments when he's forgetful.
Why do things have to be this way?
Traveler, Paimon, it's a pleasure to see you. Indeed it did. Thanks to you, the signing event went off without a hitch. And I must say, the readers seem most satisfied.
Shito, is it just Paimon, or are you on the lookout for something?
You aren't mistaken, though I'm ashamed to admit it. But in fact, I have been on the watch for tourists from Liyue. After all, I came to Inazuma under the pretext of evaluating a potential investment. If an acquaintance were to see me sitting here, then there would be no way to hide the truth from my father. Fortunately, the crowds of readers that came flocking over have kept the usual tourists at bay. Oh, I should mention, Shu is also unaware of the real purpose of my trip. Then, please accept my thanks in advance. I'm sorry that I can't chat long. There are still readers waiting in line. I'll see you later at the unveiling ceremony for Kuronushi's portrait.
behind schedule.
Kazuha, what are you doing here? Why aren't you at the...
I came here to take in the sea breeze. Such a bustling atmosphere is never I knew you were still worried about me. Thank you. But please, don't worry. The things I said in front of everyone weren't just pretty-sounding excuses. Look. See this familiar harbor in front of us? Before, you could sit here, but now, it's become a bustling place. Not only are foreigners coming to Inazuma again, but traffic between here and Watatsumi Island has also been picking up.
Yeah, Inazuma has already started to change, huh?
I was thinking, in some ways, it might take a different amount of time for different people, but there will inevitably come a day when they finally let go.
Well, hello everyone.
Hey! What are you two doing together? Don't think we did...
Is that so? I'm afraid you're just overthinking things.
We were merely discussing wine and food. I'm sure you two wouldn't be interested.
Speaking of good sides with sake...
Forget it. Even if those two are... It's time for the portrait's unveiling ceremony. Let's head over to the Five Kasen Plaza.
Everyone, welcome to the magnificent Iridori Festival. Today, we have ushered in the final stage of our festival. And now we will reveal the final portrait of the Five Kasen, Kuronushi, which was done by none other than our guest...
Paimon has no idea what Albedo's portrait looks like.
Let's all count down together. 3, 2, 1... Huh? What's this? This piece depicts nothing but a background. I suppose Calx must have forgotten to include the character. Let's hear some words from Calx himself regarding the creative process behind this piece.
Hello, everyone. First, I would like to say that it was an honor to be invited to create the portraits of the Five Kasen. The Five Kasen are legendary figures from ancient Inazuma, famous for their works of poetry. As time passed, I learned from existing sources about those stories that the character of Kuronushi is the deepest. Moreover, Kuronushi lacks a dedicated chapter among the stories. Perhaps we can assume that every creator had a different... After all, the Iridori Festival...
Yep, that's Albedo for ya. His super logical explanation is sure to win everyone's approval. Well, it seems that our adventures at the Iridori Festival have come to a close. Huh? What? Oh, right! We still haven't figured out who left those... Really? Come on then, who is it? Tell Paimon! Well, that makes sense. Otherwise, there'd be no way to give... Right. Even though they were using stories to hint us toward Shincho's troubles, the real goal was to lead us to solve... Paimon gets it now. Well, at least Paimon... Let's go! We'll get to the bottom of this.
Festivals always attract so many people. Ugh.
Ayato! You're the one behind the stories of the Five Kas, but don't you think you overdid it a little? Leading all your friends out of what...
As it just so happens, one of...
Paimon wants to see how you...
First of all, the start of this whole incident was due to mere happenstance. You see, Lady Yai
Huh? So it was Miko and Paimon knew it! This thing had Miko written all over it!
That's right. But using the story of the Five Kasen to guide you to the... As for my roundabout approach... Well, that was... Yes. Due to a certain incident that occurred earlier. I happened to notice... I knew there was more than meets the eye regarding those papers. What Kaedehara Yoshinori said in the letter is very important for both the Kamisato clan... The Kaedehara clan used to be subordinates of the Kamisato clan. Although he has the right to know the truth, the closer he draws... Of course, I could outright tell him the truth that I had to... If he lacks the ability, then he wouldn't... Kaedehara Yoshinori left his... For a long time,
Oh, Paimon gets... Yeah, it wasn't only Kazuha. You probably...
I figured you would ask this question eventually. I merely saw that this matter would be of value to you. And more importantly, I hoped that while Kazuha and Ayaka were looking for the answers together, they would have some reliable friends by their side. Reliable friends who would be willing to protect them and make measured decisions. Because it is also very likely that you will face the same enemy together in the future. You already know the answer deep down inside, don't you? The answer is actually hidden in the portrait of Kuronushi. When there is no one else near the portrait, you can confirm with your own eyes. As for the means of revealing that answer, well, you...
It's getting pretty late, so nobody else is around now. So Ayato must have been telling us... It's the Balladeer! So he was the one behind the trouble all those years ago!
When there is no one else near the portrait, you can confirm with your own eyes. As for the means of revealing that answer, well, you have used it many times before. Also, there's one last thing that we must discuss. I mentioned earlier that the occurrence of a certain incident made me notice the bonsai plants. It was just after the Shogun announced the abolition of the Sakoku decree. I heard that something had happened at the Tenryou Commission. They had discovered signs that someone had entered the warehouse storing the Commission's articles of evidence and confiscated items. But nothing was stolen. I felt something unusual about that incident, so I told Kujo-Sara of the Tenryou Commission to treat it as it... In the meantime, I sent a member of the Shumatsuban to keep watch over the warehouse.
You mean... he was also looking for...
I let him search for a while, but in the end, he found nothing. Soon after, he had to leave...
Why didn't you send someone to catch him?
The best way to protect the secret is to treat it... After he left Inazuma, I carefully checked the Kaedehara clan's belongings one by one. I am certain that the papers are the secret which the infiltrator sought to find. So, now on to my final question. Which part of Kaedehara Yoshinori's experiences was the secret that needed to be protected? I don't have an answer to this question. As for now, please, enjoy yourselves at the Iridori Festival.
That won't work. Cheap tricks. That won't work. This will end you. Let me try my blade. This will end you! Take this! This will do! This will end you! I'm ready! That won't work. Cheap tricks. This will end you! I've got the upper hand. Take this! This isn't over! I've got the upper hand. I'm ready! That won't work. This isn't over. Cheap tricks. Fall before me! That won't work. This will do!
You know, according to the arrival... But the Iridori Festival is coming to an end. Who would be showing up now? Oh, it's almost time. Let's go to the harbor and take a look.
We're way behind schedule.
Traveler Paimon, nice to see you again. Wow!
Yes, but we are not here representing Things are quiet in Watatsumi Island at the moment, and I wanted to buy some books. Goro was not greatly interested in the Irodori.
Her Excellency is traveling outside of Watatsumi Island and also meeting her pen pal today. As her general, it is my duty to ensure her safety and...
Pen pal?
Yes, we started corresponding just recently. My pen pal and I share very similar tastes in light novels, and we always have a lot. Since we were both coming to the Irodori Festival this time, we decided to take the opportunity.
Sounds pretty professional. Hey, since you both like novels...
That's a very interesting idea. It's almost time. Goro and I must go to meet my pen pal.
Kokomi, Paimon's super curious about this...
Let me think. Yes, I think it should be fine for you two to come with me. Alright, let's go together.
Welcome to the magnificent Irodori Festival.
This is the meeting spot.
Huh, there's no one else around. It looks like we're early.
My. Who have we here?
Miko? Oh no, Paimon hadn't counted on running into Miko. Or are they gonna end up having a fight?
Lady Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine. No wonder.
If it isn't the leader of Watatsumi Island.
Uh-oh, this is getting out of control fast!
Hello. Nice to meet you, fried tofu with all the frills.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine, soul of the deep.
Hey, what's going on? Miko is Kokomi's pen pal? No, it can't be. Look at them. Clearly they already knew each other. Does that mean...
Whatever are you talking about? I don't understand. Let's go. The venue for this meeting is in the Kanjo Commission headquarters up there. The view is excellent.
Who holds a book review in the Kanjo Commission? You seriously, you're not here to talk about shaking up the Inazuma literary scene?
Watatsumi Island will soon hold formal talks with the shogunate.
Right, especially with someone outside of the shogunate like myself, who is in a good position to... But this is just our first meeting. It's a little too early to announce it to the
Okay then.
By the way, where is your general? Didn't you say he would be joining?
That's right. Where did Goro go?
Goro went to buy some books for me. He won't be attending the book review.
Oh, what a pity. I was rather looking forward to seeing his fluffy ears again.
Traveler, I'd like to talk to you. I have been getting the sense that Goro does not like having to deal. I noticed he instinctively hid as soon as he saw her just now. However, so I would like to give him the task of buying some books for me to make things easy, but Goro rarely buys anything. So...
Kokomi, you focus on the meeting with Miko. Leave the books to us and Goro.
Thank you. I made a list of the books I'd like to buy.
Goro? Are you alright?
Oh, it's you. I wasn't expecting you-know-who to show up. Oh, I came here to ensure the safety of Her Excellency, but now I'm useless. I've become a burden instead.
Goro, don't be so hard on yourself. Actually, Kokomi asked us to give you a very important task.
Oh, Her Excellency's purchase list. Got it. This is how Her Excellency wants me to make...
Goro, can show you around the Iridori Festival up.
Ah, thank you so much.
Next on the agenda.
There is a children's storybook on this list called Night at Mount Yogo. I think this is the stand where it's being sold.
A children's storybook?
Yes, it's for the children of Watatsumi Island. Her Excellency says that this book is simply written and very useful for learning new words. Hello, I'll take 5 copies of Night at Mount Yogo, please.
Thank you for your patronage. Wow, you're a lucky customer. There's a coupon in one of the books you just bought, which entitles you to a free gift.
Wow! Goro got a free gift! That's amazing!
Here you go. A toy fox. It's all yours.
What? A toy?
Are you okay? The hair on your tail is standing on end.
Fine. Thanks for the gift. Could you maybe, look after the toy for me? Yes. As a thank you gift for coming with me to buy the books.
Seems like Goro still hasn't recovered from seeing Miko.
Okay, next up, this isn't the focus of this trip, but let's go buy a light novel. It says on the list that Her Excellency had an editor called Onodera purchase the latest issue of A Legend of Sword for her in advance. Well, we'd better not keep him waiting too long.
Oh, we know him! We'll lead the way!
Please, get in line over here.
To request a fanfic.
Excuse me, are you Mr. Onodera? I'm here to pick up the new issue of A Legend of Sword.
Hello there. Yes, I have the book right here. I heard Soul of the Deep is the VIP of the Iridori Festival, but couldn't make it here in time for the signing event due to...
Oh, also, if you have these books available, please give me one of each. Thank you.
All right, let me see. Oh my goodness, it's your lucky day today, sir. You are the 100th reader to buy the Saga of Hamavaran. That entitles you to receive a special edition version with a review personally written by Lady Yae herself.
Are you serious?
Are you okay? You don't look very well.
I'm fine. Her Soul of the Deep asked me to buy this book after all.
Goro does not look like he's enjoying this at all. Paimon doesn't...
Oh, one other thing. Because of the amount of your purchase, you're... Sir, please take your lucky draw whenever you are ready.
Just turn the handle and a prize ball will come out. Maybe today's your lucky day.
Come on, Goro! Go for it!
Let me see. Oh, wow. Incredible! You got the golden ball! That's the grand prize!
Goro! You're a lucky dog today! So what is the...
The grand prize is a full collection of each light novel published by Yae Publishing House. Not only is the prize awarded personally by Lady Yae, but you will also have the...
What? Not only do I have to meet her, but I have to shake...
What? This guy won the Yae Publishing House's grand prize?
An entire set of all their light novels. That's worth a lot of money.
Excuse me, ma'am. Could we discuss this? I don't...
Huh? You mean you want to give up the prize?
Goro, don't give up your prize. If you don't want to see Miko, that's fine.
No, that's not what I meant. I'm not giving up the prize, and, I can cope, but I have a request. I would like to ask Yae Publishing House...
Agricultural science?
Yes. The land in Watatsumi Island is quite barren and always yields one of her Soul of the Deep's core objectives for the Iridori. If I can get these books as my prize instead, we can save a lot of money, and Soul...
I see. I understand your request, but I don't have the authority. I will contact Lady Yai now. Please wait for our reply at the 5 Kasen Plaza.
Okay, understood.
I just absolutely love this fan novel.
Goro, that was pretty brave of you. You clearly don't like having...
You think so? I guess I got a burst of courage when I thought about Her Excellency's orders. I am the General of Watatsumi Island's armed force. I'm ready now. I feel like I'm back on the battlefield. Even if Yae Miko does come...
You still look pretty nervous, though.
Well, probably because I just realized she might make a cunning counter request just to toy with me.
Sorry for keeping you all waiting.
How did it go? What did Guji Yae say?
Lady Yai has agreed to your request to swap the light novels for books on agricultural science.
That's great!
Additionally, Lady Yai says that she will include a few extra works. Considering your intended use for those, you may accompany me to Yai Publishing House's warehouse to select your preferred books. I believe you're...
You'll package the books. Then, what about the ceremony?
Lady Yai said selecting the books may take up a lot of your time and energy. Although, she did leave you a letter. You can read it on your own time.
I didn't think Yae Miko would cancel the ceremony. Huh. Anyway, I'll go with the editor to pick the books now. I won't trouble you guys anymore. Great! See you tomorrow night!
Kokomi and Goro will be boarding their boat home soon. Let's go down to the harbor and see them off.
You've now arrived at the magnificent Iridori Festival.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you for coming to see us off. Very worthwhile. The book review session was a big success, and I feel Goro also made a great contribution.
I may have won the prize, but ultimately, it was Yae Miko who gave us all...
Speaking of, didn't Yae Miko send you a letter yesterday? What did...
Oh, I almost forgot. I'll read it now.
Dear Goro, I suppose you must have been extremely nervous when you heard about the prospect of the award ceremony. It came as a surprise indeed to learn that not only did you accept those conditions, you also made your own demands. Your courage has won my respect. Those books are a token of my goodwill to Watatsumi Island, and also my gift to you. I do hope you like them. Ah, yes, I'm sure that by this point you must be feeling ever so grateful for my kindness, and are looking for a way. Yai Publishing House will host an event next month, and we are looking for someone to dress up as a character from a light novel and interact with the fans. Goro, you are not only patient, but also very beautiful. Why don't you come and help? Oh, and by the way, it'll be a woman's outfit.
I knew it! I knew she was up to something!
down! There is no escape! Give up! Submit! Punishment! You can't run! Shine down! Illusion shattered!
One with my blade!
Judgment! Don't waste my time. Your life is mine. Inazuma shines eternal! Lights out. You can't run!
From whence you came, forth my...
It's nothing. There is no escape.
Swift and merciful!
Judgment! Don't waste my time. Submit! Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
You can't run! Shiver! Submit for judgment! Don't waste my time! Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal! Judgment! Your life is mine! Illusion shattered! Punishment!
Spirit Blade!
Now you shall perish!
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra.
Hold the line!
This world, a fleeting shadow.
Whirling to the tape! God's over! Sucker swirl! Termination of the deed of light!
Illusions are but distractions. Shattered!
Take flight! The sword is down!
This blood is eternal.
Fire! Hands on fire! Southwest swirl! My apologies. Rest and rebuild.
Witness the final calamity!
Take flight.
Shine down!
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
This is no place to loaf around.
You're way behind. You're trembling. Is it the cold or just cowardice?
No turn back!
Into the frozen void!
Billowing surge. Allow me. Let's move out.
life is mine.
Covenant of the Deep!
Blaze over! Let's move out. Allow me!
Not every wound will heal. Don't waste my time. Who dares? Call me a witch!
Rebuild! Torrent, bring refuge!
All must burn! Don't waste my time. Not every wound will heal.
Allow me!
I never asked for redemption. Never.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle. You've made
There
some
is no
progress.
escape.
Not bad. You've got a trick. Burst forth.
Stabilize.
Feel this ancient power. All you do is run.
Illusion shattered. Torn to oblivion.
The price of a single slip.
Live.
Gather.
You're cut.
Wanna come over for tea?